Up people, this is Cinema Ninja. Today I'll be showing you guys the basics of Unity 3D. Unity 3D is a program that lets you create great games, and it does cost money, but there is a free version which is almost as good as the pro version but slightly less features that you can get Unity by clicking on the link right here, right on her face, right there. So click it right now, or actually watch this video and then click it afterward because I need my views. Um, and so without further ado, I'm going to show you Unity itself and just get you around the basics of the interface. Um, so I'm going to head on into Unity now. Okay, so this is Unity. To start in Unity, you're going to want to make a new project. And so the way Unity works is you're going to have a project, and in those projects you have like scenes or levels. So you'd make one big game project with all your various assets and things. And then in that, you'd have a scene, or which is basically like a game level, and that's where you make your game and populate your scenes and make your levels or whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you how to make one of these. Hang on. Okay, so if you just go to new project, okay, then you're going to want to scroll down. To where it says character controller, which is somewhere here. Yes, sorry, it was at the very top. Anyways, I've already done that, so I'm going to uncheck that. You'll just click create project. Okay, so I already have character controllers here. You won't have anything except the character controllers pack standard assets and controllers package right here. But that's all you're gonna need for what I've been gonna show you right now. Um, so in your blank scene should look something like this. Um, and so what you're gonna do first is to go to add things. You're going to want a directional light, which is just a light to your scene to light your scene. You can this doesn't actually have a space in the scene, so it's just what direction you can rotate it, and uh, it'll just determine what direction your light is actually coming from. So to see that, if you go to if you add a cube right here, I'm just gonna move that over a little bit. You can see that the light is hitting the cube from this direction. Okay, so now I'm just going to go. Okay, so to navigate around Unity, you can right click to rotate around, and while you're holding down right click, I usually just use the WASD keys to navigate, just like you're playing a game or not. It's pretty standard. Also, if you don't want to hold right click, you have to hold right click or the WASD keys won't work. If you don't want to hold right click, you can use the arrow keys. If you want to go faster, you can hold shift. And if you want to go back to your scene, then you just double click back on your cube and it'll zoom you in. Okay, so what you're first going to want to do is there's these different options. You can go to the pan tool, which will just allow you to pan around your scene by just clicking anywhere and dragging. These are the X, Y, Z coordinates. You can see I can move my cube around and stuff. And here is rotation. I can rotate my cube. And then scale. So I'm just going to scale this up into a little surface. And what I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to cover character controllers. So I'm just going to add in a character controller here. So if I just go into the character controllers, first person controller, I'm just going to take the first person controller and drag it right here. Now this will create a first person controller. It just looks like a capsule, so it's not a very good person. But since it's going to be first person, you're going to be looking out of the character's eyes. That's not really going to matter. So you need to pull your character up, and so he won't be falling through the floor, or she, I don't know. And if you can see, this is what the game looks like in the game view, which it doesn't look very good yet, but you can get a lot better, I promise. So now, if you want to test the game, you can just click run, and it'll take a second. Okay. And so now, if you can see, I can use the WASD keys to move around and just look around with my mouse. But there's another type of controller. First off, you can delete this controller by just right-clicking on it and click delete. On a Mac, you can control-click instead of right-clicking, which I am on a Mac, by the way. Okay, so if you want to create a third-person controller, you're just going to have to drag in the third-person controller's asset right there. You're going to click this, drag it up. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. And now, if we click play, it's gonna look a little bit weird at first, so I'll need to do stuff. If you can see, your character is constantly running. You just use the WASD keys, same as before, and also shift to sprint, although he's always sprinting. That's because that's the only animation that is currently loaded in. So, the way you can fix that is, over here is like the editor thingy-majigger. I don't really know what else to call it, but if you go into here, you can see you have to assign these animations. So idle animation, walk animation, jump animation, pose animation. Okay, so you'll need to drag animations from over here onto these little things. So the way you find those informations, if you double click on the folder here called sources, and then if you go into prototype character and open this up, you'll get all your animations here. So if you just click back on the third person controller, by the way, this is the hierarchy, I don't think I explained that before, where you can just select all your objects. And then you're going to take the animations and drag them onto the animation tabs. So the idle animation goes on the idle animation tab, and I'll do that. Run animation and jump pose animation. Okay, so now that it knows, sorry, I have the wrong run animation. Now that it knows what animations to play when, if you play the game now, hang on a second, while it loads. Then, well, I didn't actually assign the walk animation correctly because I was trying to do it quickly, but basically it looks a lot better. If you just see what I mean, the walk animation, I put the run animation where the walk animation is supposed to be, so if I click play again, then you can walk around, but if you hold shift, you'll run and then fall out of the world and fall infinitely. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please remember to like and subscribe if you liked what you see. If you want to see more videos, then click the link right here and go watch some more channels on my channel. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye.